Yeah. It'll be easy pretty soon. And it sucks. Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just had more puppies too. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I feel bad because they do it all the time. And I'm like, that's what you're not. But it's not like.
Hey, Michelle. Why is it? Can I not hear?
I'm here.
Hey.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
I was getting little fuzz.
Oh,
Like Coach Pond's here.
hi.
Oh my,
How have you been?
pretty good. Busy. Just moving along.
Making it happen somehow, some way, huh?
Yeah, I have all my little workouts in my journal, so I've been keeping up on my homework. So
Good. How have you been feeling lately?
pretty good in general, just aside from general tiredness of life, but
Oh, okay,
um
good.
good. Yeah.
So the workouts aren't having you feel too exhausted, or you're recovering well?
Yeah.
Good. Knees, joints, everything feeling good?
Yeah. It's been good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome.
Feeling stronger.
Lovely. Well, I will give it. I'm rewriting our workout for today. It's actually not really a workout. It's more of a flow. If it's just me and you, no worries, because we've been doing this the past 2 weeks because me and Cha have been kind of injured, and so we've been doing a lot of mobility. So since you missed those 2 sessions, you'll be caught up on where we are, and hopefully next week we can implement in some more strenuous work. But hopefully other people show. We'll
Okay.
do it. It's about 10:05.
Okay.
Nobody else shows. It's all good.
All right. I'll let you do your thing.
Cool. Okay, so where were we? Cool. All right, here we are. Did I join them? Let me look at my participants. Oh, that's internet. Hi. All right, you guys. I am finishing up writing our program for the day. Okay, then we're going to do some core. So we're going to continue the theme of the past 2 weeks, which is all of the mobility work we've been doing. And then as the weeks continue on, we will slowly integrate our more strenuous exercises. Okay. But Michelle has missed our mobility sessions. So one of the reasons why I'm going to do our mobility again, one is because Michelle missed our mobility sessions. She was out teaching the youth some great things about science. And then also, I actually purchased the guy's program. It's very affordable. It's like $50, like not even 50, it's like $45 a month. And in the first month, he gives you half off for the first month. So it's like $25. I paid for the program and it's $25, you know? So, and it's like I felt the first time we did it, I felt immediate results. So I'm really excited about it. So I'm giving you guys like a little taste. I'm not doing all the exercises from the program, just one of them with a little bit of Bond flavor in there as usual. So I'm just writing out the core exercises that we're going to finish with. But as I'm doing that, the first movement that we have on our list is to walk backwards for 5 minutes. So let me see if I can show you guys kind of how you're gonna walk backwards. It's you guys, everybody knows how to walk backwards, but the key here with all the work that we're doing to improve our health in our knees and in our ankles and our entire posterior chain is to really start to get our knee work to a point where getting our knee over our toe is comfortable, and our ability to do that. And I can't do that because I really don't have the range, and this foot is badly hurt, is to get it this position, but with our heel all the way to the ground. So as you're just going to walk backwards naturally for about 5 minutes, don't make it, don't put too much effort or focus or emphasis in like getting your knee over your toe as you're walking backwards. Just walk backwards. As you guys begin to warm up, but as you continue with these exercises, your range will develop. You can put extra emphasis and walk slowly. As you know that our, when we walk, we kind of do this kind of motion. So as you walk backwards, try to keep that same fluidity in your step as you walk toe to heel. Okay, one more lap. All right, and time. Okay, next up on our list, we're gonna start with our downward dog flow. So we can start in the child's pose position, my favorite position. Go ahead and take an inhale in. I'm gonna drop, I'm sorry, tabletop. We're gonna start tabletop. Take an inhale in. We're gonna squeeze our belly button to our spine. Pull your head in into the cat. Exhale, pull your shoulders away from your ears into cow. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right. This time when you inhale, you're going to go cat. Exhale. Let's push back into child's pose. Inhale yourself back up to cat. Exhale, push yourself back to child's pose. Inhale to cat. This time we're really focusing on our lower half, pushing your hips in. Exhale. Inhale to cat. Exhale to child's pose. When you fall down into child's pose, let's take a moment to stretch here and really pull our hands high, high, high above your head, almost like you're feeling like you're separating your shoulder joint, your humerus from your shoulder joint, getting as much space in there as you can. You can rock side to side here. You can cross one arm over, get a deeper stretch into one side. Switch your hands, cross to the other side. Good. Come back up to cow pose, curl your toes under your shins and push yourself up to down dog. Really this time, try to keep your knees bent, focus more on your back, having a nice long straight spine, as neutral as possible. And bring your knees back to the floor. Pull your armpits to the ground. Open up your thighs and really let your torso drop to the floor as low as it can go. Again, push yourself up to down dog, knees bent, keeping your thighs as close to your rib cage as possible. Take off my hoodie. You guys can see me. And push yourself back down into child's pose, getting your armpits and your torso as close to the ground as you can. One more time, push yourself back up into down dog. If you know how to do the wave here, you can wave, or you can just do little wave. Even if you don't know how, just get as much space in each vertebrae as you can, warming up your quads. Then put your knees down, stretch down into child's pose, opening your thighs, trying to get your armpits to kiss the ground. Now let's pull ourselves forward into the froggy. So you're just gonna allow your knees to open up to the side. You can keep your toes facing in. And just keep your hips stacked on top of your knees. Don't pull them forward yet. Just try to rest here. You can move your hips side to side to get as much space between your hip joints as possible. Now pull yourself forward, dropping your hips to the ground as much as you can. You can rock side to side from here. Good. Take one leg, pull it forward into half pigeon. So one leg is going to be bent like an S straight behind you. Pull your butt back. Really get a nice stretch into your hip. Good. Now we're going to take our front leg, push it straight out. So then we're sending ourselves into the straddle. Try to enjoy a nice stretch here. If you can pancake, slowly start working yourself into a pancake. Trying to keep your back as flat as possible, not rounded. Then we'll take our opposite leg that wasn't bent in the first time, bend it in. Pull our back leg behind us. A nice stretch here. Put yourself back into straddle. Then pigeon on the other side. This time we're going to straighten our back leg as much as we can. If you need to support yourself on one hand, you can. And here, just get your back leg as straight as you can and keep your hips as square as you can. Now push yourself back into straddle. Enjoy a nice pancake stretch here. You can pancake. This is about as good as my pancake is. If you can't pancake like me, make sure that your hips, your back isn't rounded. If you can see me in the tall screen, you really want to push your hips forward so you can straighten your hips and your back as much as possible, and then allow yourself to slowly fall forward. All right, even if you're not able to touch the ground all the way, you should still feel a nice stretch in your groin. Then opposite legs are going to curl in. We're going to straighten our back leg on the opposite side, trying to keep our hips as square as possible. Right. From here, you can curl in. We're going to go into our first exercise, not really exercise, it's still a stretch from the program. So this is a couch stretch or your quad stretch. Find either a wall or an elevated surface where you can place your back leg. Okay. So I'm going to place my back leg to the surface. Be a wall, be whatever. Doesn't really matter. All right. And then if you can, step this other leg and you want to start to push your glute forward, and you should start to feel a nice stretch down your quad. I'm going to hold it here for about 30 seconds. Switch legs. Your hip forward as much as you can tolerate. You can even focus on your core, your lower core, and pull that tall like you're pulling up, zipping up your pants. Good, in time. Awesome. How you guys feel? Warmed up and all limber? Thumbs up. Great. Okay, so now we're gonna start the actual kind of mobility exercise portion or physical therapy exercise portion of our class today. So good. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is called the tibialis raise. Your tibialis are like your shin muscles, like these nice muscles on your shin. So all you need to do is find a wall. We don't really need too much exercise equipment. Just going to find a wall, lean up against the wall, making sure that you can keep your legs as straight as possible. It's really not a core exercise. This is for your shin muscles. Okay. So we're gonna have our feet flat, and then we're just raising our toes. That's it. And when you raise your toes, it's a quad flex. So you're trying to flex these muscles, this nice muscle right above your kneecap, in order to pull your toe forward. So don't focus as much on just like raising your toe as much as you want to squeeze those kneecap muscles as hard as you can. We're going to do 25 of these. And if it's difficult, you can just bring yourself closer to the wall. Be right back. Okay. Just come back to the camera whenever you guys are done. Okay, good. All right, so the next one is your front calf raise. So for this one, if you have the health in your legs and the mobility too, or the range, let me bring this camera back just a little further. You can start your raise as far out as you can, with keeping your legs, your heels, starting with your heels on the floor. Now, the further away your feet are from the wall, the more difficult it is. If being all the way out here is hard, feel free to just walk yourself closer to the wall. All right. It is nice to start this with a little bit of a stretch. And then we're going to do 25 raises from here. Okay, cool. Everybody's doing it. Awesome. Ooh. For some reason I felt that in my butt too. All right, when you're done with those, you guys can do another set of the 25 tibialis raise. Yeah. Eat those quads. Yeah. When you're done, come back into the camera. Feeling my calves. I've never felt my calves cramp before. Well, I mean, I have, but not like cramps from a workout. I feel them. All right. So next we're gonna do front raises, but I remember I showed you guys this a similar exercise to this, which is our ballet warm up. So we bring our knees forward, and then we lift, and then we bring our heels down. So we bring our knees forward, we lift our heels, and now at this point, my whole legs are straight, and then I bring my heels down. Okay, so we're gonna do another set of 25 of those, and then that'll be it for our calf raises. And really, you want to get as far comfortably, get your knees above your toes as far as you can comfortably, right? You do kind of want to challenge yourselves here, but again, this is kind of like a prehab or rehab exercise. So don't challenge yourself too much, just enough to increase your range of motion. And control your descent. Don't let yourself just pop to the ground. Talk to the camera when you're done. Okay, Sarah's ready. We'll take a quick break here. So I'm gonna ask you guys, I'm gonna look at this camera so I can see everyone on this one. So I wanna ask you guys quickly, raise your hand or thumbs up if you can do a pistol squat. Pistol squat, nobody. Wait, Sarah, you can do one? Okay, cool. So for all the rest of us, this is, so none of us, we're not doing a pistol squat today. I just wanted to ask to see if one of you has the strength to do this next exercise. So this next exercise is called the Patrick step, which is coined by the person who developed this knee and ankle rehab program. So what you're going to do is you can you can have your hand on the wall. I might grab one of those Filipino martial arts sticks so you have balance. If you have the strength in your legs, you might not need to hold onto the wall. But for most of us, pretty much all of us who are trying this exercise for the first time, you're going to want to try it with balance first until you can progress. So the first is to get your knee. The goal here is always to get your knee in front of your toe, like to get it as far anatomically as past your toes as you can with your heel on the ground. Now, for those of us who are starting out, it's okay if our heel elevates, but yeah, for those of us who starts out, it's okay for our heel to elevate. So this is the exercise. All right, we're just going to keep our foot forward, then we're going to bend our knee and tap. That's it. Bend our knee and tap. Now, the goal here is to get as far out as you can. And the further out you go, eventually your heel won't be able to tap the ground. So that's why I asked if anybody can pistol squat. So Sarah, you might want to don't go all the way out at first. Build yourself up to see where your strength is. And then if for some reason you're able to get it all the way out without your foot touching the ground, cool. So we're going to do, how many did I write down here? We're doing one set of 25 on each leg for this Patrick step. So we're just here, tap, 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 and keep your heel on the ground. If your foot ends up here because you're lacking the range of motion, that's okay. Just go as far out as you can. Good. Now I'm on my second leg. Yeah, this is definitely my weaker one because this is the injured ankle. The other one was the injured knee. Ooh. Back to the camera when you feel it, when you're ready. Awesome. All right. So this next one, I'm gonna grab a prop. I'm gonna grab a box. Be right back. So you might not need a box for this next exercise. You might not need a box, but just in case. All right. So I went over this exercise the first time we met. We did this exercise, and it's the split squat, knees over toes, split squat. So if we do this from our knees, our goal here is to get, again, our knees over our toes, but we also really want to get our hamstrings to touch and to kiss our calf. All right. So we need to get as down far as we can. But you see, for me, this is my range. So if you have the range in your ankle, you'll be able to get there with keeping your heel flat to the ground. If you're lacking the range, it is okay for you to bring your heel up and then come down into it. And see, now I've gotten my knees over my toes and I'm completely compressed within our knee joint. That's the goal here. The second part is to get your back leg straight. So right now, I could do this with my back leg straight, but my ankles and my knees are a little weak. So if you need to, you might not need to. That's why I said you might not need a prop. You can use a box and keep your and allow your back yourself to be elevated, so you take a little bit of weight off that front leg. So now the exercise will look a little something like this. So we're here, everything is the same, but look, and also because I have this box, I'm able to keep my heel completely flat to the ground, right? I can even work on straightening my back leg here for a second and then push myself back. Using the box also helps you with balance. This position, Michelle, which I was talking about last week, if we can strengthen ourselves in this position, not just by being able to do the movement unloaded on the floor with our heel completely flat to our foot, but we want to progress this movement. I'm going to keep this movement in our repertoire from here on out because it's going to make us very powerful in our wrestling. What does this position look like? It looks like a shot, right? All right, so we're going to be keeping this one for sure. All right, so we're going to do 5 sets of 5, left and right. Fully compress that knee as much as you can. After each set, you can give your legs a little shake and then hop on another one. All right, I'm on my third set. That's my fourth, last set. All right, sure, everybody's legs are sore. So now we're gonna give it some loving with a hamstring stretch. So you can place your hands on the ground, or if you're like me and kind of old, don't have the hamstrings flexibility, you can put yourself on an elevated surface and then you're just gonna straighten each leg. So this actually needs to be lower for me. I'm gonna move on over to the white box and you guys can see it better. And over here on this box. Here, so right now my legs are bent. Then I'm gonna just do one leg at a time, straighten it. And then straighten the other leg. I can bend one leg and straighten the other. Do 30 each side, so count to 60. All right. Shake it out whenever you're done. Who's back? Okay, you guys are all back. Okay, so we're gonna finish off with some core exercises. Raise your hand if you guys have a band, like a resistance band. Yep, you have one, you have one. Sarah, do you have a resistance band? Do you have like a medicine ball? I'm not sure if you can throw balls at your wall.
I might have a band thing. Hold on.
Okay. All right. So while she's finding that band, I'm going to show you guys the band setup for our exercise. I don't know why I'm making those noises. I'm going to do it. Okay. So you want to find a strong attachment point. And I have this kind of band. If you have the bands with the handle, then you're just gonna loop your band through the handle, right? So find a strong attachment point that's low to the ground. And then you'll just anchor your band to that. Let me know if that works for everyone. So I'm just anchoring my band to this attachment point. All right. The next thing you'll need for our core exercise is something to hold on to and something to elevate your hips. So I have this thing to elevate my hips, and then I'm using this rope to hold on to. If you have a Swiss ball, grab your Swiss ball. If you don't have anything, if you don't have something to hold on to and elevate your hips, don't worry about it. I have an alternative for you, and then a Swiss ball. If you don't have a Swiss ball, don't worry about it. I have an alternative for you. Okay, so let me know what everybody is missing so I can tell who needs the alternative, what you're gonna do. Does everybody have all the equipment? Which one do you not have, Jennifer?
I don't have a Swiss ball, and I don't have like an elevator rope or something to hang on to.
Okay, so if you don't have something to hang on to, you're going to do 20 leg lifts. That's it. 20 leg lifts, right? Bent knee leg lifts. Elevate your shoulders, and then I want you to don't go all the way. I want you to really focus on that lower belly contraction. If you don't have a Swiss ball, you're just going to be in a plank position, and we're going to be doing knees to elbow. So you're going to just bring your knee to your elbow like that. For me and Sarah, we're going to be doing the same knee on elbow, but on the Swiss ball. Am I the only one who's doing this?
I'm using my dummy for my elevated surface.
Okay, so I'll show you that exercise. So for our leg lifts, for the more advanced, if you have, it's going to be kind of like a hanging leg lift. You're just going to hang your hips off. So it's like I'm cutting my butt in half off of this elevated surface, and I'm just holding on to the ropes as if I'm like on a pull-up bar, and we're doing the same thing, elevating. Try to keep yourself in a crunch, right? All that does is just gives you more room for your feet to go down. All right, and Sarah, how are you with your setup?
I think I got most of the things, but I walked out of the room, so I might have missed what the first exercise actually is.
So let me just go through all the exercises. What did I do with my book? Okay, first exercise is going to be our elevated bird dogs. So elevated bird dogs means, and when look at me in the long camera, the tall camera, you're going to be in a plank, lift up one leg, balance on one hand and one foot. So that's opposite hand, opposite foot. If you can't completely balance, you're just going to be on your fingertips. Okay, fingertips. Fingertips here, right? Lift your leg up, balance on your fingertip. Find the center. We're going to do each side for 10 seconds. Second one is going to be the hanging leg raise. So we're going to hang off our edge, or you're just going to be doing regular 10, 20 regular leg raises. If you're doing the advanced form, trust me, 6 will be enough. Actually, not 20 for you, Jennifer, it's just 10. Let's make it 8, just in case. So here, boom, boom. Try to stay in a crunch. So we want to feel it in our lower belly. 6 of those. Third exercise is our bringing our knees to our elbow. So here, out, out. 6 of those. All right. Last exercise is going to be with your band attachment. It is the J band raise. So we're going to be holding the band, kind of like a baseball bat, lifting. Actually, it's leg. So whatever leg is closest to the band is the one that you're lifting. Okay. And we're going to do 6 left and right. And it's a little bit like an upward axe motion. All right, so we're throwing something up and over, but you don't need to twist too much. Just twist as much as you feel it in the core. Is everybody good on those exercises? We're going to do 3 sets. Thumbs up, and then what about, okay, cool. Sarah, that works. That works. Even if it's kind of moving around, as long as you feel the tension in your core, you should be good. All right, we're all good. Okay, let's do it. 3 sets, 10 seconds, balance. The elevated bird dog starting in 3, 2, 1, hold, 10, 9, 6, 2. Switch sides, and go. All right, down to your leg raises. Right? If you don't have anything to hold on this way, you can also hold on to your surface like this. Just let your legs come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everyone. All right, knees. 6 of these, 6 left and right. Ready? Go. Oops, shit, I'll fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your band. Lift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, back to the bird dog. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Up. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg raise. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. J-band lift. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, last set, last set. Ready? Starting with the elevated bird dog.
We didn't do the Swiss ball thing in the second set.
Oh, we didn't? I thought we did. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's do our Swiss balls. Ready? Knee to elbow. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job keeping us accountable, Sarah. All right, last set. Ready? Starting with our bird dog, elevated bird dog. And up, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg raises. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knee to elbow. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. J-band lift. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch sides. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, you guys. It is 11:03 now. How you guys feel? Good. What did you think about that mobility or prehab knee and ankle session, Michelle?
Yeah, I think I need to work the hamstring stretching and the knee sets to my almost my daily mobility. I felt
Okay.
that everywhere. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So we'll talk about it more on Thursday then.
Yeah.
I'll add it in.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. What about you, Sarah? How you feeling?
Yeah, that's all great. Yeah, I'm into working on mobility. That's actually like the only real goal I gave myself for this pandemic was just to try to keep my mobility up. Yeah, so it's good stuff.
Awesome. Well, I'll continue to program stuff like this in for Saturdays. I would like to talk, I'll probably message you a little bit more specifically on your goals for that. And Jennifer, what about you? Checking in here.
Yeah, it was good. My knees got really crunchy during the precursor to the pistol squat, so it's a good strengthening for the knees.
Wait, your knees were really crunchy before the?
Oh, while we were doing that thing that was like a not quite semi-pistol squat.
Okay, yeah. So you felt your knees there.
Oh yeah, I have like weak knees. That's like the weak link. Like I can get myself down into the pistol squat, but not down on one knee. So that was good
Oh.
training.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and if you need to, just like I said, minimize the distance or how far you go out, and then you can like progress yourself further and further over time. You don't have to start at the hardest position. Well, thank you guys as usual for joining me on a Saturday. I know it's been chilled a couple of weeks, but we'll start to ramp back up slowly. I think I'm going to slowly ramp us back up. So we'll try to do a little bit more cardio and a little bit more wrestling every time. Next week, we'll focus mostly on wrestling technique, but we'll definitely be starting out with some of these mobility exercises.
Awesome. Feels good.
All right, good. All right, I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Okay, coach. See you. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. Take care.